Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi, I wish to my beloved lecturer Encik Afian and for those who are watching my video. In this video, I will present to you guys about the problem that we chose for our assignment for the subject mathematical reasoning. But first thing first, my name is Muhammad SYAHMI bin Ahmad and I'm from class Maths 2. My group consists of 3 members, including myself, with Ahmad Farhan bin Muhammad Noor and Muhammad Nur Razik bin Rashidi. Now, let's take a look on introduction to a mathematical reasoning. Mathematical reasoning is the process of using logical thinking to understand and solve the problem. It involves 2 main types, which is inductive reasoning and deductive reasoning. For inductive reasoning, where you observe the pattern and make a general conclusion, and for the deductive reasoning, you apply known rules to a specific solution, which means you just use a formula that you know to solve some kind of the problem. By using these reasoning skills, you can justify your answer and make a prediction and explain a mathematical concept which help in both daily life and more advanced maths problem. Alright, now what's the problem that I found with my friend for the subject mathematical reasoning? Alright, the problem sound: the diagram and table shows the price of the item from 2 different stores. Azlan is being asked by his mother to buy some groceries along his way to go home, which is 5 packets of flour, 2 bottles of oil, and 3 dozen of eggs. Azlan decided to pay with a 100 ringgit. Find and compare the balance of Azlan's transaction from the 2 stores, then justify which store sells cheaper. Alright, from this table, we have a 2 store, which is a Laju Mat and Sepit Mat, and it states the price of each items that Azlan needs to buy, which is a packet of flour is 7 ringgit at Laju Mat and 9 ringgit at Sepit Mat, and the price of a bottle of oil at Laju Mat is 9 ringgit and at Sepit Mat is 5 ringgit, and for the dozen of eggs at Laju Mat is 12 ringgit and at Sepit Mat is 12 ringgit. So we have to determine which store sells cheaper. Alright, for the solution 1, I'm solving the mathematical problem using the symbolic representation. For the symbolic representation, it is represent a normal symbol, which is like plus, minus, divide, and times. And also we use the unknown, which is SY, for represent the item, which is the floor, we represent as something like that. So, and for this problem, I'm using a polyar model to make the solution more organized. So for the step 1, I understand the problem. We are dealing with the real life scenario where Azlan is sent to buy some groceries. Specifically, he needs 5 packets of flour, 2 bottles of oil, and 3 dozen of eggs. And the price of these items are given in the form of the table, which is the table just now, for a 2 store, which is a Laju Mat and Sepit Mat. Azlan has a 100 ringgit Malaysia, and the task is to find out first the cost at each store and how much money will be left after the purchase, which is the balance, and compare the 2 stores and determine which one is more cheaper. Why we need to compare this? Azlan's goal is to spend less while buying the same items. To compare, we need to figure out how much Azlan would spend in each store and how much money would remain from his 100 ringgit just now at each store. So that is the reason why we need to compare these 2 stores. By following the polyar models, the second step is devise a plan. Just now we understand the problem and we come out with the main point, and the second step we devise a plan, which is how we need to solve the problem. Okay, the first one is I calculate the total cost at each store. For each store, we multiply the price of each item by the quantity that Azlan needs. This will give us the total cost for the items in both store. And the second step is find the remaining balance. We subtract the total cost from 100 ringgit that Azlan have to find out how much Azlan will have after shopping at each store. And next, for the third step, we compare it. We compare the remaining balance and determine which store is more cheaper based on the total amount spent. Alright, for the next step, which is step 3, I carry out the plan. First thing first, I'm search the total cost that Azlan spent at AHMAD. Alright, the first thing is flour. The price for a packet of flour is 7 ringgit. Azlan need 5 packets. So the total cost for the flour is 7 plus times 5, which equal to 35 ringgit. And for the oil, Azlan need 2 bottle, but each bottle, the price of each bottle is 9 ringgit. So 9 times 2 equal to 18 ringgit. And for the dozen of eggs, Azlan needs 3 dozen of egg. And the price of 1 dozen is 12 ringgit. So we need to times the ringgit and the quantity of the eggs, the dozen of egg, which is 12 times 3 equal to 36 ringgit. Then we have to sum up the cost of all items, which is 35 ringgit plus 18 ringgit plus 36 ringgit equal to 89 ringgit. So Azlan will spend 89 ringgit in total at AHMAD. So next, we have to find out how much money Azlan will have left after his purchase, which is we have to subtract 189 ringgit, which is the total that Azlan spent at AHMAD. And 100 minus 89 equal to 11 ringgit. So Azlan will have 11 ringgit left after shopping at AHMAD. Alright, next we have to find the total that Azlan spent at the SYAHMI, which is the other store, which is the previous one is AHMAD, and this one is SYAHMI, which is we just use a same method that we used just now, which is we find the total of the money that Azlan spent on for flour, oil, and eggs. So for flour, the price of a packet of flour is 9 ringgit, and Azlan need 5 packets. So 9 plus, times 5 is equal to 45 ringgit. And for the oil, Azlan needs 2 bottle of oil, but each bottle, the price of each bottle is 5 ringgit. So we need to times the 5 and 2 equal to 10 ringgit. And for the eggs, Azlan needs 3 dozen of eggs, and each dozen of each, the price of dozen of each is 12 ringgit. So Azlan needs to times 12 with the 3 and equal to 36 ringgit. And we have to sum up all of the cost, which is 45 plus 10 plus 36 equal to 91 ringgit. So from this, we know that Azlan will spend 91 ringgit in total at a SYAHMI. So after that, we have to find out the remaining balance, which is 100 ringgit minus 91 ringgit, which is the total that Azlan will spend at SYAHMI, and the balance will be 9 ringgit only. So Azlan will have 9 ringgit left after shopping at SYAHMI. Alright, next, I have got a lot of data, and I'm using the table to represent the data in an appropriate visual form. Comparing price across a various stores in a clear and structured manner is made possible by organizing data in a table, which also makes it simple to quickly spot variations. Alright, from this table, we just look at the balance, because we need to determine which store is more cheaper. Alright, we just know that from this table, we just know that the balance that Azlan gets from the laju mic is 11 ringgit and from sepit mic is 9 ringgit. So from this, we know that Azlan will get balance at laju mic is more than sepit mic. So we can determine that laju mic is more cheaper than a sepit mic because the balance of laju mic is more than the balance that Azlan get from the sepit mic. Alright, for the step 4, by following the models, is look back. Alright, I'm look back for this solution with a double check the total and the balance, which is I list down the total of each items for each store and I calculate the total of the cost, and I'm just find the balance by subtract the 100 and the total of each store that Azlan will spend. I'm just using a calculator, so it's easy to double check it. The calculation confirm that the total cost on the balance are correct, and the balance at laju mic is 11 ringgit and for the sepit mic is 9 ringgit. In terms of his remaining money after the purchase, Azlan will have 11 ringgit left at laju mic compared to the 9 ringgit left at the sepit mic. This can determine that the laju mic is more cost effective choice, which is the laju mic is more cheaper than a sepit mic. Alright, for the solution 2, which is alternative method, another solution that we can use to solve the problem is by using one of the mathematical representation form, which is iconic representation, which is we just use the real picture of each item of each store. So to find the total spent in laju mic, we can use picture of the item bulk and label each item with its price. For a laju mic, okay, Azlan just now we just know that Azlan need 2 bottles of oil and 5 packets of flour and 3 dozen of eggs. So we just use the real picture of each item, and we follow the number that he needs, which is he need 2 bottles of oil, so we put 2 bottles of oil and label each bottle with 9 ringgit, and for the flour we have to put 5 packets, so we put the picture 5 packets there, and each packet will label it 7 ringgit, and he needs 3 dozen of each, and each dozen we label it with 12 ringgit. So it's easy lah for us to calculate the total of the cost at a laju mic. So from now on, we can clearly calculate the total price of each item listed. For bottle of oil, we have 2, so 9 plus 9 equal to 18, and the packet of flour 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 equal to 35 ringgit, and the dozen of each is 12 plus 12 plus 12 equal to 36. When adding the value repeatedly or for several times, it can be simplified by using a multiplication. So we just use a multiplication, which is 9 times 2 equal to 18. It's the same things, and then we total the price of this item if Azlan buys from a laju mic, which is 18 plus 35 plus 36 equal to 89. Alright, for the next step, we have to find the total price for the listed item if Azlan buy from a sepit mic. So we just use a same method, which is we use a iconic representation. We put the picture of the item, which is the oil. We need 2 bottles, and we label it with 5 ringgit, and the flour we need 5 packets, so we put a 5 image of flour and we label it with 9 ringgit for each packets, and for the dozen we need 3. We put the picture 3 and we label each picture with 12 ringgit. So it's easy. So from this method, it's make easy for us to calculate the total of the cost. Alright, from the picture we know that the total of the number of oil is 2, and the number of flour, the packet of flour is 5, and the dozen of egg is 3. And we have the label for each item. We have the label price for each item, and so it's easy for us to calculate the total of cost, which is for the bottle of oil we have 2, and each bottle labeled by 5, and we just plus 5 plus 5 equal to 10 ringgit, and the packet of flour 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 equal to 45, and the dozen of each is 12 plus 12 plus 12 equal to 36. And we know that when we adding the value repeatedly for a several time, it can be simplified by using a multiplication. For example, the bottle of oil have 2, and each of bottle, the price of each bottle is 5 ringgit. So we just multiply 5 and 2 equal to 10 ringgit. As goes as for the flour and the eggs also. So then the total price for these items, if Azlan buy from a AHMAD, is 10 plus 45 plus 36 equal to 91 ringgit. Then we represent the total price from both stores in a table so that we can easily compare the price and choose wisely. So from this table, we know that the total price at AHMAD that Azlan will spend is 89 ringgit, and the balance is 11 ringgit. And for SYAHMI, the total price is 91 ringgit, and the balance that Azlan will get is 9 ringgit. Since the total price from the listed item shows that the AHMAD is slightly cheaper than a SYAHMI, then AHMAD sells cheaper. Alright, for the conclusion, because mathematical reasoning combines pattern and different approaches to answer a wide range of questions, it has proven invaluable in many facets of education and daily life. By encouraging students to investigate various solutions, this method creates an atmosphere that supports critical thinking and creativity. Students can gain a deeper understanding of how to solve the complex problem by interacting with a mathematical concept, which is crucial in the fast-paced world of today. Students must aim for the excellence in the face of obstacles in both academic and real-world contexts as education continues to change. So that's all from me. Thank you very much.